Welcome to the Backyard Family Vacation Edition. I am your host, Lady J Baby, and we are currently on our way to our very first family vacation. But before we get into it, I do want to say make sure you're liking, you're sharing, subscribing. So share it with a friend. Let them join the conversation. Have them pull up their lawn chairs. Make sure you're supporting not only me but also the guests of the show. As you can hear in the background, we're currently playing the na na na, and then I'm gonna also have my exclusive merch from Ohana. Thank you so much for that. So make sure you are supporting. The main purpose of the show was to just build support for everyone. So if you do want to be a part of the show, make sure you do email me or comment or whatever, however you get in contact with me. Let me know. I would love to have you on the show. So whatever chair you're sitting in, go on ahead and pull it up. We're gonna get into the topics of vacationing with friends, family, your partner, kids. There's a lot to unpack there. So join us for this episode and for our family vacation. Welcome to today's episode. Thank you for being here. I am happy to have you. As you can see, today will be my first episode solely dolly. So, yay me. So, today we will be talking about vacationing with people, kids, your partner, family, whoever. We recently went on a Carnival cruise, Carnival Glory, from the 13th through the 17th. So if anybody's watching from the cruise, hello, it's me. Now, I do want to just start off by going over. Maybe I did not make the best decision with getting these bohemian braids, going on a cruise, getting in water. As you can see, um, things are looking a little raggedy right now. But when I first had it done in the first video, as you can see, those braids look nice. Now, they're on the Raggedy Ann side, but that's okay. That's okay. I still look cute. So we're going to keep on pushing on with these until it's time for them to come out. But I do not recommend getting bohemian braids or any type of hairstyle where your hair is out or there's hair out in any type of way. Just go ahead and get the regular braids. Go ahead, be smart, save yourself not only the hassle but also the money. Okay, moving right along. Now, the journey we took, we decided to drive. I know some people like to fly in for their cruises. We decided to drive. The biggest decision was the cost of baggage. we, we had three big bags, definitely well over 50 pounds each. And with your airlines, that can be close to the price of an airline ticket. Coming from Georgia, going to Florida is a bit cheaper, but still the price of the bags can really run the cost up. So we decided to go ahead and drive. And then also we're in Atlanta, so we're not too far. I think it was like a 7.5 hour drive, which isn't too bad. Some people, they're like, oh no, that's too long for me. I decided to go ahead and save the money. Okay. Now with flying, I've never flown in for a cruise, but just with flying to different places and dealing with delays and cancellations, I'm not gonna go. I'll go ahead and drive. I'm gonna be the captain of my own boat. Go ahead and drive. If there's any delays, it's gonna be because of me. Okay. Now, for the people who are like, oh, I can't sit for a long time, go on ahead. Fly. It's your choice. Who cares? As long as you get there, you don't miss your cruise. That's the main thing. So I say. Now, once we did get to the Port Carnival, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But once we did get there, easy peasy, we pulled up. Um, we went ahead and they had a service where you can drop your bags off and then drive and park, which I really was fond of. But of course, tip culture wherever you go with any type of service. So just make sure you have your cash on hand for your tips. One thing I will say, traveling anywhere whether it's all inclusive, whatever, just have your cash on hand for your tips for the people that's providing the excellent service to you. Okay. So that was cool. We dropped our bags off, went ahead and parked. We parked right there by the terminal. We got out the car, walked right on into the terminal station where they're, checking your bags and making sure you have your passport and all that great stuff. Now, one thing I will say when it comes to this is only my second cruise, so I'm not a pro. But one thing I will say is I will forever live by the faster to the fun. That's just me. Now, some people, they're like, I don't mind the wait. You can wait, baby. I don't have patience. I personally, I don't know if it's the Capricorn in me or if it's just the city girl in me coming from a city and we're just like hustling and bustling. I don't like waiting. I don't want to wait too long. So, we walked up, it was boom, straight to the front of the line. Come on in. We went in there, they had dogs, came, sniffed the bag. So for anybody trying to bring anything, just know they do have dogs that will be sniffing your bag. So take that as you will, okay? Now, once we got past that, we went to the lady so she can go ahead and check us in, make sure we have our passports and everything. And then that process was probably about 10, 15 minutes, if that. Did not take long at all. And once we got on the boat, being faster to the fun, you can go. I saw just about everybody going drop their bags off, So I don't know if it was just faster to the fun or what, but definitely with faster to the fun, you can also go and drop your bags off, like your carry-on bags and all that in your room. This time around, the room wasn't ready. The first time the room was ready, we dropped our bags off. I was able to kind of just, relax, take my jacket off, whatever. But this time around, the room wasn't quite ready. Maybe because we got there earlier than we were supposed to be there. But yeah, we went in, dropped our bags off. The guy was like, shoo, shoo, shoo. We're still working on the room. I'm like, hey, get out of here. Let you do what you got to do. So we went ahead. We went to the deck of the boat, like the what is it called? The Lido deck. So this is where you have your pool, the kids area. They have like the little party going on. And for some people who did not go and drop their things off in the room, it was just a bunch of people standing around with their cases of pops and their suitcases. And, we dropped our bags off at this point. We're going to Guys. My baby is like, immediately, I'm going to Guys Burger to give me a burger. Go right on ahead. I'm going to go ahead and give me a sandwich. And then my fiance went and he got some chicken and waffles or something like that. But the main thing is there was nowhere to sit. People who were not eating were sitting at tables that you were supposed to be eating at, and that kind of had me like, I don't know, because I love people, but I don't like people, especially a crowd of them. So I was just like, oh, I don't know about this. It's kind of crowded. There's no place to sit. Is it going to be room, for everyone that's here? So that was a big concern for me. But as things started to settle in, people started, to go to their rooms, set their things down, space, I could see the space that I needed to be okay. So, now, one thing I will say, Vacationing. I went on vacation with my family. My son, he's 13, and then my spouse. When I go on vacation, my vacation is to have fun. So once they allowed us back into the room, thing one and thing two are exhausted. Now, mind you, I can understand. My spouse, of course, he drove majority of the way. I can understand why he's tired. But the child, why are you why are you tired? I don't know. You did nothing the entire ride. But that's okay. Because Big Mama, oh, she gonna enjoy herself. She gonna enjoy every single penny she spent on her vacation. So of course I instantly changed my clothes. I'm getting fresh. I'm hitting the bar. Now, I did not visit this bar before, but they have what I don't know if I should give y'all my secret because I don't even want y'all to be crowded up at my bar, but they have what's called the Alchemy Bar. Now, if anybody know about the Alchemy Bar, you know that menu. They have a drink called, I believe, the Pink Potion #9. And I don't know what it is about this bar, but them drinks hit a little different. They don't taste like that red rum bar or that frog bar that they have on that little. It's hitting different. So I'm sitting at the bar, and as you typically do on cruises, you socialize. So I'm making my plans for the night. I met some new friends. We laughing it up. We talking about going to the club later on. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna meet you at the club. We at the club. So I end up, after drinking a few drinks, I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling myself. I'm like, oh snap, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice. So I go back to the room because I'm gonna check on the family, make sure they doing okay. That's me. I'm concerned and I'm caring. So I go back to the room, check on them. They're still asleep. So I am still out. So I turn on back around, leave that place, and I'm back outside on the ship. So I go ahead, go check out the club. The club was the first boat that I went on was the Elation. The Elation is a smaller boat. That club was much smaller, but the club on Carnival Glory isn't much bigger. It's bigger, but it isn't like, oh my God, it's so much bigger. It's nothing like that. But it's still comfortable to where you have space. No one's sitting on top of each other. So me and my new friends, we go to the bar, we get our drinks. And one thing I do love about cruise coaches, everybody is so nice to each other. Like instantly, once I get my drink, I have girls like, come on, come dance with us. Come on over to the dance floor. And if you know me, I'm going to shake a leg, baby. I like shaking the tail feathers. So I hit the floor. And we dancing and we having fun. I'm going to drop a clip of me and one of my friends getting down. Seems to be, and this is just my second cruise, but on the first cruise it was the same thing, but it always seems to be a person that's just out there. They're like professional dancing, doing the worm, like getting down. You hear me? My brother was out there getting it in. So kudos to whoever that man was. Next day. Now, let me just go over this too. When it comes down to booking these excursions, be smart with it. I'll book an excursion. We stopped at Celebration Key. So of course we're getting off. I've never been there. This new spot. Carnival has, a new island for their guests. So we stopped at Celebration Key. Now this is the thing. When you're booking these excursions, for one, you have to get up early. So literally, I'm setting an alarm. I'm waking up maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, getting myself together because I like to get ready in peace. I don't want to be bumping into anybody while I'm trying to get ready. Go on here, stay asleep while I go in and get ready. So I'm getting ready. Then I'm waking everybody else up. Hey, let's get ready. I'm packing the bag for the beach. We got to go and eat, put some on our stomach, So that's the thing with these excursions. Like the fact that you have to get up early if you really want to enjoy your money. So I don't know, take that as you will. Book your excursion if you want to or not, and just enjoy the boat. So anywho, so we get up and we go to eat. Now, one thing about me, I've been on a Carnival cruise, so I know how it is. The food is not good. If you are a person who you need your good food, or I gotta have something delicious, I would suggest you go ahead and pay the upcharge. Pay that extra money for that premium food, for that specialty food, because the food, it's a hit or miss. Some's good, majority of it is not. But you put something on your stomach. On to Celebration Key. So getting off at Celebration Key was fine. Now we did get off early, so we got off before all the, I guess the busyness went on. So we got right on the little shuttle. It drove us on down to the little entryway. We walked in. It was beautiful. They have like these different colored stones in the pathways as you walk. It's beautiful. But the sun, I don't know if it's just that particular spot, or maybe they got it for cheap. I don't know. But the sun in that specific area, it's right there on your neck. When I say if you are going to Celebration Key, you better have your suntan lotion, maybe an umbrella, a couple of towels, cooling towels, like something to really protect your skin. So just be wary of that. Now, one thing we did do, we did like a little cabana thing because I like to relax. So yeah, we definitely did a little cabana thing where you could lay back. It wasn't too much at all. It was big enough for people. I literally, it was very soft. I was very comfortable. They had the little curtains for the sun, so I was very comfortable there. They also have beach chairs. So if it's first come, first serve, you get there early, you get your nice spot, you hold it down, you're good to go. Now, they do have food and drinks, but you have to pay for it. Now, that's the one thing I was just like, I don't know about all that. The fact that I'm getting off this all-inclusive vacation on this nice all-inclusive cruise, and you telling me now I got to pay for my food and my drinks. Now, it did come with a small kids meal, and that's why I'm calling it, and I'm sticking next to it. Came with a small kids meal. Um, and I definitely use my small kids meal. I went and I had the boneless chicken from the little chicken shack. The lemon pepper was delicious. I'm not gonna lie, it was delicious. It was fresh. I enjoyed every bite. Now, the drinks, they were not too much. They were pretty reasonable, like 13, 14, 15, $16, 20 something dollars. Normal prices for drinks. But the fact that it ain't come with at least one, if I had a beverage package, I should have got at least one free drink. That's all I'm saying, Carnival. Think about it. Okay. Anywho. Now I think it was really cool that they did have like the side for the kids, and then you had your sides for like your older kids, and then you had your adult side. Now they had the adult side, where it's mostly 18 and up, and then they had another adult side where you walk all the way away from all the hoopla with the with the kids and all that, and you get to go over to your own little private area where it's just adults. I didn't go in there. They were talking about $300. The answer was no. But if you are into avoiding the kids, if you do want to more so be around the adult scene, there you go. Or if you want to just stay on the boat for free, there you go. So take that as you will. They had a lot of good food options, some places where you can sit down and dine and eat. With those places, your kids' meal did not apply, but you did get a 40% discount on your meal. So that was really cool. They had a DJ going, which I thought was really cool because one thing about it, when you're drinking, the music, you want to dance, like that's a vibe. So I really, my son really enjoyed the pool area. The water was cold, but the sun was hot, so it kind of balanced out. But he really did like how big it was. Like you can really get to every spot around Celebration Key through the water. I'm a swimming kid. Now, at different parts of the water, the levels are different. So I will say, if you're not a good swimmer, just make sure you stay on the outskirts. You don't want to put yourself in the middle. Just keep that in mind especially for the little kiddos. Just keep an eye on them. Another thing I didn't like is they have 4 slides there, right? And you have to pay for them. You have to pay for these slides. Like either you can pay per turn or you can pay for unlimited amount of, you can go unlimited amount of time. So I did the unlimited thinking, oh, me and my son, we're gonna, because we're into things like that. I like slides, water slides and stuff like that. But here is the problem. First of all, 2 of the slides were down. There's 4. 2 of them were down. And when you go up there, they make you take your shoes off. Now, I'm not into walking barefoot at no water, no any place, you know, and then you got other bare feet walking. I'm literally tiptoeing up the stairs, concerned that I might get a feet fungus, anything. I'm looking at people's toes, like, oh my God, let me not step where they're stepping. And then the floor is red, and then we're in a place where it's sand, so kids are bringing the sand up the stairs. Personally, would not recommend, 0 out of 10. But hey, if you into things like that, if you okay with stuff like that, kids don't care. But my baby didn't go on that slide too many times. I'm just saying, he didn't go on that slide too many times. So yeah, just hey, take that as you may. So we did get back to the boat early, and instantly we're like, hot tub. My baby's like, I'm getting in the hot tub. I'm like, I'm getting in the hot tub. My spouse is like, he get in the hot tub. So we all went to the hot tub. He went to the kids' hot tub. We went to the adult side, because on Carnival Glory they did have this adult side where they have you have your own jacuzzi. Even though I don't like people, I do like socializing, and I can have a good time. I'm a social butterfly at the end of the day. It's just that I don't like crowds of people. That's just not my thing. That's not my thing. Now, the next thing that we did, and I don't know if it was the best thing that we did, is go to the casino. The problem was, on the first day, I hit for a nice amount of money. And that right there kept me in the casino until about 1 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not. Now, granted, I wasn't losing a whole bunch of money or anything. I was losing what I was getting, and I was gaining at the same time. But be wary of that casino, y'all. Okay? I know gambling is addicting. That's just the endorphins that comes out when you hit that. It's like, wow, what's going on? So I get the excitement, but be wary of the casino. Go to the club. don't spend your money all at that casino, especially on the first or the second night. You got more nights to go. So budget yourself. Be wary of that casino, okay? Hit a couple of pots, then leave. Then leave. Then leave. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Now the next day, we did stop at I think it was Nassau. I don't know, a part of Bahamas. And we did the snorkeling. Now, I will say, it was, for me, it was a little bit too crowded. You know, I think anything over about 10, 12 people, we're getting over into a crowd. So getting on the boat, you know, we're sitting in various spots, whatever spots available, you know, and I am glad that I did sit on the outside because I was able to see the water. There's a lot of celebrities who have houses out there, you know, so we was able to see the nice houses. So that was really cool. And I saw Beyonce's house, what she had filmed. We be all right. We be all night. Anyway, so we did see that. And that was cool. So we get to the snorkel area. I'm getting in the water. You know, at first I was gonna be the last one, but here come thing number 2. Instantly hitting the water. Like, I got my stuff on, I'm ready to go. So I can't let my baby go in the water by himself. So of course I had to go in and hustle and bustle and get on down in the water with my baby. But this is the one thing that I didn't like. And this is why I was like, oh, it's a crowd, you know, it's too many people. So I'm going back to the boat because at this point, my son, he's gotten out of water. I'm going to the boat. Now I get to the little, you know, the part where we're supposed to be going up. And I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm kind of letting myself catch my breath a little bit. And there's people just sitting on the stairs. And I'm just in the water like, okay, you know, hello. I'm ready to get out this water. And there's just sitting there. And one thing about when you have, like, you're in the water, and you have your snorkel thing on, people can't really hear you. So I apologize, ma'am. That was rather rude of me. But I had to get you up out the way. So I had to pull the lady out the way to let her know, hey, I'm trying to get out this water. I'm tired. I've been swimming. I'm sitting here wading in the water on you. And you're just sitting there and you're looking like, I want to get in, but I don't. I want to get in, but I don't. And I had to do what was best for me. So, hey. So I finally get back on the boat. And at this point, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm done. You know, this was fun. I'm kind of over the crowd at the stairs. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and stay on the boat. I didn't know, you know, they had a bus out there. But they do. They have a bus where you just stand out there, wave your hand, and the person, the driver of the van will stop, and you go on this way, and you get on, and that's just how it goes. So we did make a small tour. We went and got some island food. I personally liked it. Not everybody in my group did, but I like the island food. I would definitely recommend they have some sort of fried chicken where it's like stewed and vegetables. Oh, it's so delicious. 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend. I don't think I got a picture of that. Oh, but it was delicious. It was so good. So we finally get back on the boat. And I'm going to be honest, moving into that last day where it was like the fun day at sea, I literally was just ready to I'm done. I'm pooped. I done woke up 2 days in a row early, one day for Celebration Key. The next day we woke up early for the snorkeling. So today I'm staying in the bed. I'm not doing nothing. And I thought about all the money that I spent. And I was like, no, I'm going to enjoy every part of this trip. So the last day at sea, the one thing I do like about the cruise is they have something going on all the time. So with karaoke, or, you know, they had a lot of things for Halloween for the kids. They had the costume competitions. They had the love and marriage show. You know, it was really, I enjoyed that fun day at sea. So I would definitely say getting on another cruise, I probably would hold back off, getting off the boat and just enjoy what the boat has to offer. That's something that I'm looking forward to on my next cruise. Now, I will say, when it came down to departing the boat, we had a smooth cruise, no drama, no problems with anything. But of course, that last day, standing in line to get off the boat, there was drama. Now, the drama was amongst a group of people, a lady and her husband. And this is why I say you can't vacation with everyone. You have to vacation with people. I feel like people that are like minded, like you. When it comes down to vacation, and like when I vacation with my son, the first time it was well, he crazy enough, he slept a lot of the time on that boat too. Maybe something with the water, I don't know. But I did a lot of kid things with him, So we would go to the arcade, we would go to the ice cream place. We'll, go get pizza together. We'll go get in the jacuzzi together. We'll slide down a little water slide together. So I was prepared to kind of have that be like vacation with my son. But when you're dealing with another adult, you kind of have to compromise a bit if that's your partner. Now, when you're with your friends, it's like, okay, girl, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be doing this, and we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna meet you at the club later on tonight. You can, yeah, that's free. But when you're with your spouse, it's like, you know, depending on the type of spouse that you have, they want to be with you everywhere you go. And, we're with our matching outfits. I want to take a picture here and I want to do this. So I need you to come here. So you really need to be with someone that's able to be flexible and also liking the same things that you like to do. If I'm going to vacation with someone, it has to be, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, someone who's like me. They like to get up, get things done. We didn't come on this vacation just to sleep. We came here to explore. We came here to try the different foods. We came here to get all type of different drinks. We came here to get in that pool. We came here to go on down that slide. That's the type of vacation I like to go. So I would suggest, when it comes down to vacationing with anyone, make sure you're vacationing with someone who is like you. If not, be willing to compromise. The same with kids. Be willing to spend time with those kids. It is just what it is. And if you're not a flexible type of person like that, go on vacation by yourself. You don't have to go with anyone. You can definitely solo book it. And that's okay too. So definitely just try to enjoy your vacation. You spend a lot of money on it. Enjoy it. Okay? Getting off the boat. Getting those land legs. That's I'm still like this on the boat. You hear me? Depending on who you are, everybody's different. Like, do expect to feel a little wobbly coming off the boat. That's just how it is. And that was kind of like the downfall when it came down to driving, because it was like, for one, we've been getting up early every day. For two, we're feeling wobbly and we're tired. If you are going to drive, what you can think about is maybe coming off the boat, having a day buffer to just relax. Hey, this is the day we're getting off the boat, but we're going to maybe post up at a hotel or something, just so we can go ahead and catch up on sleep, get ourselves prepared for the drive. If you're able to. So that's my recommendation. So I do want to thank everybody for joining me today on my first show by myself. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And definitely, please join the conversation. Tell me what your opinions are about vacationing with people. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're commenting, and subscribe for more videos. We definitely will keep everybody updated with everything. Thank you so much again. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy mine.
Open season. Let's just call this open season. Call it open season. Fuck you, pay me.